Hey, welcome back to another Last of Us episode breakdown. This one was a tricky one to break down because it is a big deviation from the game. So I'll go through all the similarities that I found so far and please point out if I missed any. If you haven't watched it yet, this is your spoiler warning. Despite Bill and Frank's story arc being the biggest departure I've seen so far, they definitely did a good job sprinkling in some of the similarities in the B-roll. For me, I thought it was really cool that even though Bill and Frank's characters in the show were very drastically different from what I've experienced in the game, the interactions between Joel and Ellie were still fairly true and accurate.
Listen, about Tess.
If I'm taking you with me, there's some rules you gotta follow. Rule 1, you don't bring up Tess, ever. Matter of fact, we can just keep our histories to ourselves. Rule 3, you do what I say when I say it. We clear?
Yes.
Repeat it.
What you say goes.
Hey, look, about Tess, I don't even know what
Here's how this thing's gonna play out. You don't bring up Tess. Ever. Matter of fact, we just keep our histories to ourselves. And lastly, you do what I say when I say it. We clear?
Sure.
Repeat it.
What you say goes.
Dude,
No.
there's a wall of them.
What? I need a gun.
No, you don't.
Joel, I can handle myself.
No.
You ever play this one? I had a friend who knew everything about this game. There's this one character named Melina who takes off her mask and she has monster teeth and then she swallows you whole and barfs out your bones.
Oh, look at that.
Would you play this before?
No, but I had a friend that knew everything about this game. Apparently, there's this character called Angel Knives who'd... What was it? She'd punch a hole through your stomach before kicking your head off.
These people weren't sick.
No, probably not.
Oh, I don't think these guys were infected.
Well, it don't matter. Let's just keep moving.
I kill them. Why not just leave them be?
Dead people can't be infected.
So they killed him?
And dead people don't get infected.
Fucking idiot.
Did you leave it? Put it back. Ellie?
Here. This make you all nostalgic?
You know, that is actually before my time. That is a winner, though.
It's better than nothing.
Well, better than nothing.
We get to see a more well-rounded character out of Bill here, and it would be interesting seeing the first couple solitary years of his post-apocalypse. And I'm super satisfied with how they incorporated his past characters into this role.
It doesn't get old.
I'm just curious if anyone else noticed this too. The scene where Bill is going to get gas and we see like it's $1.19 per gallon. 2003. That was pretty close to what the gas prices actually were. So that's a cool little detail that I did not expect. HBO really did their homework there.
I know more than you.
Now, one of the major themes of this show has been how love kind of affects people. And one of the most touching things for me in this whole episode was the symbolism of flowers.
What the fuck?
We first see flowers when Bill and Frank had their first dinner. And basically we see flowers in almost every scene with them after that. To me, it represents the gift that love can bring if you invite it in and protect it. We kind of see that as this enclosure that Bill has created. It becomes this place where life can be beautiful and more abundant.
paying attention to things. It's how we show love.
And I love this scene where Bill is watering the flowers, and it kind of feels like that perspective comes full circle for their story. A couple quick notes here. Get a little bit more context on how long Joel and Tess have been together. Based on the math, according to the show, Tess and Joel have been together for at least 13 years. Oh, on a quick little note, I was listening to their podcast on episode 2, and I was super surprised that they revealed a little bit of background context of Tess and what her life was like before meeting Joel.
I have a backstory of Tess and the fact that Tess had a kid. She had a husband and she had a son, and they were infected, and she had to kill them. She killed her husband, but she could not kill the son.
But I'm just going to put it out there right now. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a heavy award season filled with Last of Us nominations, both in Emmys and at the Oscars next year. I don't see how they're not. It was pretty cool to see some elements of my color theory analysis from the last episode still play a little here in a more subtle way, where turquoise would imply death. Oh, and I definitely don't want to forget to mention Max Richter for this beautiful scene. I've been a fan for a while, ever since I heard this song from him. Max Richter is a pretty well-established composer in the whole TV movie space. Here are some of his other projects that he's worked on. Oh, I'm looking at the cast for the next episode, and I think we're gonna have some pretty big flashbacks here. But this is your super spoiler warning. We got Gabriel Luna, who plays Tommy Miller, Joel's brother. And we got Rutina Wesley, who plays Maria Miller, who I'm guessing is Joel's wife. A couple of things that I'm looking forward to seeing in the next episode are going to be the new characters that they introduce. Guessing where they are in the game. You meet a lot of the hunters, you meet more Federal soldiers, but you also meet 2 other characters that have a huge impact in the story. Pretty sure Ellie finally uses her gun. So if they go through Pittsburgh with these flashbacks, surviving the hunters, we also get more background story on Ellie as well. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. Thanks again for everyone that's watched to the end. I super appreciate you guys. I saw tremendous growth from the last video. I love to see that you guys are enjoying this content, so I just want to say I really appreciate it. Until next week, I hope you guys take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.